Jenna, it's a monumental shift in the Pac-12 with Oregon leaving the conference, setting up for a new experience for Ducks fans. Oregon is officially leaving the Pac-12 for the Big Ten. It may be a club sport, but bowling at North Medford High School is highly competitive.
Competing, it's lots of fun, and it gets just as loud as any other high school sport.
The Panthers' backcourt also features returning starter Jackson Wieland. The two were named co-players of the year in the 6A Southwest Conference. Wieland himself averages just under 21 points a game, giving the Panthers two prolific scorers.
That's definitely been a big point of focus for other teams. I feel like trying to take me and Bodie out of the game. Our chemistry that we have together, it's pretty unbelievable, and we just feed off each other so well.
It's also the program's fourth ever state title, having won the 2A title in 2007 and 3A in 2009 and last season. Morris tells me next year all 5 starters will be returning, with a total of 11 of the 12 players on this team expected back as they look to three-peat in 2024.
Last year we were 2-8 and I was the cameraman, and right now it just feels great to actually play and helping my team win.
Loud, exciting.
The room vibrates.
Yeah.
It is wild.
The Madhouse, as it's often called, hasn't seen a junior hockey team play at the rink in 2.5 years. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. We're here with Riley Donovan and Lindsay Stripling. You guys got hot in the tournament, went undefeated after that loss. What was that like, going undefeated, especially in the College World Series? It didn't take long after working back from her injuries for colleges to take notice of Hunter's talents once again. Soon she'll be headed to a Division I school not far from home. In May, she verbally committed to Oregon State. She signed her letter of intent in November. Now healthy and back on the court, Hunter dominated.
And blew the fire everywhere. It was that time we had to evacuate.
This was the McKinney fire. The fire blew up overnight, reaching over 30,000 acres by the next day. Cascadia is not only home to 3 professional throwers, it's also a place where anyone can throw an axe. Speed, adrenaline, and a love for racing. That drive is what brought Dale Wolf to road karting twice a week. Jen, I know you and I have been waiting for this, but years after announcing Panera Bread would be coming to Southern Oregon, we finally have an opening date. Starting on August 21st, you can eat all the soup and salad you want. As far as fireworks goes for the 4th of July, Medford does allow fireworks in city limits, but if you're in the hills of East Medford, that is a different story. Hundreds of people participating in a massive active shooter drill here at Oakdale Middle School, including volunteers acting as parents and students as if it was the real thing.
The emergency response system has been activated.
It is a tragedy that an event of this nature is needed.
So it's the Jackson County Sheriff's Office.
Something that was used to find Benjamin Foster, who police say was connected to 2 homicides and an attempted murder in Grants Pass. During a multiple-hour police standoff with him last week, they sent the robot into a crawl space under the house, getting within several feet from him.
It's almost like a mini UFO here at our gym, and that's kind of how we built it out. And even with the turf out here, I brought a little bit of Oregon here, but it's so we can make people better.
Reed and the rest of the team will be inducted into the Hall of Fame this weekend before their big game against 12th-ranked BYU on Saturday. Multiple agencies jumped into action this afternoon when a fire broke out in Rogue River. Thank you for choosing NBC5 News at 5. I'm Zack Larsen. Craig Smolin has the night off. Multiple agencies responded to a fire that broke out in Rogue River on East Evans Creek earlier today. That's our top story at 5. And with that, NBC5 Chief Meteorologist Matt Jordan is here with the first look at the forecast. Matt, what is going on out there? It feels like I'm back in Arizona.
Yeah, I think
Tonight, new details are emerging following a fatal crash in Medford early Sunday morning. The single vehicle crash happened at the end of Crater Lake Avenue at East Main Street. When police arrived, officers found a car had hit a tree head-on and was on fire. And Jenna, you still have time to try a new occupation. How about being an archaeologist? Southern Oregon Historical Society's Henley Farms is partnering up with the Southern Oregon University Laboratory of Anthropology. Drivers can start to expect delays on Redwood Highway starting this weekend. According to ODOT, Redwood Highway, or US 199, is being repaid over the next 3 weeks. The wildfire that has shaken the historic town of Lahaina and Maui has now claimed 96 lives. It's already the deadliest U.S. wildfire for over a century. Authorities warn that the effort to find and identify the dead is still in its early stages.
Thanks, Matt. Welcome to our 6:30 half hour. I'm Jenna King.
And I'm Zack Larsen, recapping your top local stories. The Klamath Falls City Council and the county's Board of Commissioners discussed a potential partnership between city and county law enforcement at a recent meeting. Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight for NBC 5 News at 11. I'm Zack Larsen. New tonight, Grants Pass Police is asking the public to avoid the area of Redwood Highway and Rogue River Highway due to a crash investigation. Now the road is closed, but police did not give an estimate on when it could reopen. No other details were released.